sunny days. La 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 la
La la la la.
na 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 to where the air is sweet.
What are you on about? What are you on about?
Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? But I'm talking about sunny day. It's sunny. It's hot all across the UK. Although you sound a bit bunged up, Ken.
We are in the midst. Well, we're in
No, very quickly before he even says it, he sounds nothing like he usually sounds like.
Yeah.
Well,
go on.
Well, no.
Have you done something to your mic?
No.
To make you sound a bit more manly?
No. What? Do I sound manly?
Not when your voice goes all high pitched like that.
Oh, for a minute, I was like, oh, wow, maybe I need to be like this
It's
all the time.
It's finally happened, hasn't it? It's finally happened.
They dropped.
Have you got hair down there now, Kedge? Have you got hair?
Don't make me laugh.
It's not. So what's going on? Hold a minute. So actually, Satch, I should point this out. Just before you came on, because you just joined third, I said to Kedge, your mic's off. Something sounds weird, and I don't think he sounds. I think he sounds like quite nasally. He sounds quite thin.
Yeah, he sounds like Rihanna.
Oh, is it Ella? Sorry, this is not a translation of Rihanna. This is Kedge.
So what is wrong?
Oh no, I've after 3 years had my first bout of a cold.
Oh wow. See, by the way, when you say it like that, you instantly go into uncle territory, because that's the kind of thing my dad would say.
Yeah.
My dad would go, the last time I got a cold was about 18 months ago. He'll know.
No, because I've forgotten what it's like. I've absolutely forgotten what it was like just to have a cold. The usual thing. Satch was convinced it was COVID. Yesterday I spoke to Satch and I sounded well rough. And it was just like, it's like literally I just wanted to cut my nose off. It was non-stop leakage.
That's a two-man job, by the way. If someone does want to cut your nose off.
Really?
Come on, Kedge. You're blessed in the knuck.
It's a big knuck, mate. It's a big knuck.
I thought you meant like one to hold me steady and the other person to store it off.
No, I'm talking about a big chainsaw, mate. That two people have to.
Honestly, I needed it because I was just clogged up. And
Kedge, I don't think it's COVID.
It's not COVID.
I think it's hay fever.
No. I've knocked hay fever on his head. I don't get it anymore.
I've cured it. I've cured it. Everyone is cured.
I'm cured of the hay fever.
This week, I was reading about it. There was some sort of massive thunder wave of hay fever. That's what they described it as.
The weekend gone. It was apparently pollen central.
No, it's not even the weekend gone. It's now. It's happening right now. It's very high. The weather forecasters even said we've never experienced this. Like it's off the chart.
Wow. So I'm guessing you're dying then?
Yeah, I am currently dying. Yes, it's been bad. I mean, I've not been able to taste anything or smell anything for about 2 weeks now. It's not.
That's COVID.
No, it's not. It's not COVID. I've been testing like every few days. It's not COVID. It's just I'm just too bunged up. All my eyes.
Maybe it's a combination. It's a combination. Maybe it's Havid-19. So it's like a Havid-19. It's like a new variant.
And I was thinking about it. Remember the year of when actual COVID hit? There was, like, apart from COVID, I didn't even have hay fever. So I think someone.
That's what I mean. I've not had a cold or anything. Someone just pressed the button on. They go, right, here we go. Yeah, send the cold virus out. Send the hay fever virus out.
Honestly, right now, I feel like I'm in the Truman Show.
Really?
Ooh, you think there's some dodginess going on? You're being observed.
I'm being observed, and they're like, right, today we'll give him this.
Yeah.
They've even made Kedge sound like a man. Don't know how they've done that.
Exactly. So you're saying it's a side effect of the jabs, but have you had the boosters?
I'm not saying that. I don't know what it is, but all I'm saying is that the pollen at the moment is ridiculous.
You know what that reminded me of? Sorry, I've just got to bring it in, and I know we like a little old reminisce moment on the Brown Load, but you know what I'm going to say, don't you? Da 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 da.
It's the
pollen countdown.
Yeah,
the pollen countdown to the tune of It's the Final Countdown. That was our idea for radio, because everyone talks about it. Oh, what's the pollen count like? It's high, it's low, it's medium, it's high, it's low.
Do you remember what it would be if it was high?
High. Money game.
What was it for low? What was it for low?
You got to get low.
And
the
do you
medium
random?
It was medium. That voice.
It was exactly that. It was exactly that.
Stupid.
God, I missed that.
It was a stupid, fun little feature that we just did on the radio. And seeing as now we're reminiscing, I just want to say I'm hosting Sean's concert in Leicester this Sunday, and he was on my other podcast. Yeah. And what did he spend all the time doing? Particularly while we were off, not recording. He goes, bruv. No, he didn't say bruv. He doesn't talk like that. He goes, bro, you're Desioki's. He goes, we've just been watching all of them all over again. And then his son, who's 17, who comes and goes, sir, I love your content. He was going, I loved all that Desioki stuff. And he's going, hey, what about A.R. Rahman? What happened there? And he was going, oh my God.
Wow, he's giving you a full lowdown on all of that.
Then he goes, hey, have you read the comments on the A.R. Rahman one? I went, yeah, they're cussing me hard. He goes, I know. So it was a good old, I've had a bit of a reminiscent week.
It's funny you mentioned A.R. Rahman because there's that guy on Instagram, Abdul Razik. I don't know if any of you guys follow him. He's basically a singer from the Middle East. Well, he says he's a singer, and he was singing to A.R. Rahman. And it was the most awkwardest video I've seen this week. I need to send it to you boys because I want you to watch it.
Really bad? Is it really bad?
Worse than what Tommy had to deal with.
Oh, no, I think Tommy's was worse. But this was really bad. And it reminded me of Desioki because I thought, oh, God, he's doing the same thing where he just doesn't know what to do.
Oh, my God.
Can I just say... I mean, I'm going to say it. We were making content while the rest of the people were still looking for their tents. Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry.
What are you on about?
That is the phrase of the day.
Looking for their tents. Are we? Yeah. Were that Glastonbury? What are you on about?
Yeah, I feel like we should play that bit from the Kanye West song. He goes, "How do you know? No one knows what that means. It's supposed to be provocative. No one knows what it means. Yeah,
that's going to go down as a saying.
For their tents. I don't know what that means.
Wow.
But yeah, no, look, we actually somebody said that to me. Someone goes, "Oh, you were doing TikTok style videos before TikTok even was out," and I'm like, "Look, all we like to do is entertain people. That's why we even do this podcast." And actually, I've spent the whole weekend, can I just say, entertaining. I've been in Coventry at a comedy night. Sunday night was another comedy night.
You've been very busy. Can I say, I saw one of your videos, and I don't normally I kind of know the Tommy Sandu repertoire and what happens. But there was one video I saw, and it made me laugh. And I thought, good on you. You're still funny. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, you basically said all the rest of your daft, mate.
You watch stand-up comedy stuff?
Yeah, it was like clips of you doing stuff, and it made me laugh. It's like my litmus test. That is, I'm like, can Tommy still make me laugh? And it made me laugh.
You know why? Because that video that I put up on my Insta was just like when I say a regular comedy night, it wasn't an Asian comedy night. It was a mixed crowd. So, and I think I'm gonna drop you in it, Kedge. You don't like brown comedy.
No, I don't. And that's why
he said that before.
Why I've said it before, and that's why I just think it's just got to be comedy, and that's what you do, and I love that.
That's what I was doing.
You were talking to the white people in the crowd, and it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Kedge is like, well done. You are communicating with the people.
You had feedback from Sean and the mighty Kedge this week.
Right.
Carry on.
I'll tell you what it is. I love banter, right? Let me just tell you this story. This is what happened. So last night, that was Monday night, I hosted the Scottish Curry Awards in Glasgow. So I've just come back from that today. So I got on the train this morning. I actually had
everywhere.
Yeah, bruv. If you followed me, if you were tracking me, you'd be like, what is this guy up to? Going all over the lands. But anyway, so I get into the lift and to check out my hotel. I'm on the 9th floor. I get into the lift and there's a couple already in there, American couple, as I found out. They'd already pressed G. You know, the ground floor.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I pressed it again. You know when it's lit up, right?
Don't trust me.
Why would you do that?
Because you do that, don't you? Don't you ever do that? When you see it's lit up, you press it again.
No, I just leave it because it's.
I mean, since COVID, I don't touch nothing. I just let the lift take me wherever it wants to go. But
wow, okay, I can't help it.
Kedge, are you still in a lift, Kedge?
maybe that's why he sounds funny. So I pressed G again, and they look at me, and I went, sorry. I said, I don't know why I'm pressing it again. I feel like I'm hurrying the lift along. I said, I'm treating the lift like my wife treats me. And the woman goes, yeah, a little poke now and then just to keep you going. I went, exactly. Oh. I said, I'm presuming this lift is a male lift because then it will hurry up. I said, if it's a female lift, it's going to stop what everything is doing. It's gone, you can't rush me. And she laughed, right?
Right.
And she goes, and the guy goes, bear in mind, I don't know these guys. He goes, hey, I'd pay money to come and see you. And I thought, it's funny to say that. I said, that's what I do. And so we're walking, we've now come down the lift. We're in the reception. She goes, you're funny. I wish you luck. Right? Ooh. And she kind of held her gaze at me a little bit. And I went, oh, thanks a lot. And I went outside because I'm getting in my Uber to go down to the station. So no, I went outside to meet the Uber. Uber cancels. I thought, right. And actually I thought, look at that. She just wished me luck. Uber cancelled, right?
Unlucky.
I then try and order another one. No Ubers for like 11 minutes.
That is nuzzer.
She gave you the nuzzer.
Wait, right. But then I'm stood on the road. What pulls up within 30 seconds of me, in that 30-second minute? A bus. And bus doors open right in front of me. And I went, you're not going down to the station. He goes, yeah, I am. I went, result. Double tap my little
that was
payment.
Like sent from Bhagwan, wasn't it?
Right. So then off I go on the bus. Okay, go down. It's 8:30 in the morning. My train's not till 9:05, right? I look at the board. All the trains are running except for mine. Cancelled. 9:06. Cancelled. I thought, raw. Went to the ticket office. I went, the 9:06 cancelled. She goes, it's all right. There's an 8:30. And my train was going to Manchester, change, and then to London. She goes, there's an 8:36 going in 4 minutes. Because of the cancellation, you can get on that one all the way to Euston, London. No problem. I was like, wow. Went there, went straight in, sat, and I thought, look at that. The luck is on my side. This is great. I got a table seat. It was available. I plugged in, got my neck pillow, everything. All going brilliantly well. I thought, okay, I'm blessed. So I just want to say on that note, sometimes obstacles come in your way, sends you in another little path. But then my luck turned. My luck turned because I had to make a phone call and I went into that bit between the two carriages. Yeah. Right. You know that, right? Because I wanted to talk proper people.
Although on a train is hard anyway.
Yeah.
Cutting in and out signal wise, you mean?
Yeah, it's terrible.
It was a nightmare. Hello? Sorry. Can you hear me? Are you still there? Can you hear me? That's all
I don't understand why people talk on a train.
Well, I had to make this call and they needed some information. So I'm in the middle of the doors. In that point, the train pulls up at a stop. Who gets on? 15 Indians. Indians from India with about 15. I didn't count them all. I didn't do a register. But they had massive suitcases. And when I mean they were talking over each other, they were all talking. It's like they were delivering a speech all at the same time. Oh my God! And I'm going, and I'm on the phone, and they can see I'm on the phone. And because I'm in that little middle area, they're directing each other where to go. Should we go down this way? Should we go down that way? You know, and I can understand them all. It's all in Hindi, right? Which way should we go? Which way? All that I'm thinking. Oh my God! And I'm going, sorry to the person. Just give me 1 minute. Just 1 second. This will pass, right? They then go down the carriage. I stay there, finish with the conversation. I go back to my table, which I was sat in on one side with no one next to me.
They're gone.
And someone else was sat on the other side with no one next to them. So there's two of us. We're sat diagonal. Me and this Gora guy, white guy, right? We're sat diagonal, so our legs don't clash. Sensible, right?
Yeah. Big legs.
But when I come back, he's gone, and four of them have taken our seats, my seat, and they put my bag on the table, the bag that was on the chair, right?
Wow. Liberty.
And I went,
oh yes.
I went, sorry. I went, that's my bag and stuff. And he went, actually, somebody is sitting there now.
Where?
In my seat, right? Because there was no one there, because there was another rucksack.
Yeah, obviously.
There was a rucksack in my seat.
Right.
And then there was someone else sat next to where my bag was.
Yeah.
And then the other seats full. So there was like three of them of the four that were there.
I hope you did the right thing.
Wait. Go on.
He goes, actually, somebody is sitting there now.
Yeah.
Right? And I went, yeah, that someone's me.
Yeah.
And it all got a bit awkward.
Yeah.
I went, because I'll be honest, I was in shock. I was in shock that they moved the bag, that they touched it. You know, I wouldn't even touch anyone's stuff. If I saw a bag there, I just
don't do that. You just don't touch. You don't touch.
Yeah. And it's like, then they all sort of looked at each other and went, okay, no, we'll move to the other table. And they just moved up the train and went somewhere else. But it was the disregard. And I thought,
it's the audacity. It's the audacity.
Yeah. And I just thought, if I had never come into contact with Indian people before, I would then off the back of that go, God, they're a bit brazen. They're a bit, my British side is going, that's not on. That's not on.
No, I mean, if there's one thing they need to learn is
they just chanced it. So no worries. Let it go.
Never touch another man's bag.
No, don't grab his sack. Don't grab another man's bag and move it around on the train. So
that's. I mean, what can you do though? At least they moved though. At least they moved.
They did move. But
it's funny because you spoke about that. You spoke about tourists annoying you. I was exactly that person this weekend. I was the tourist.
Oh, were you grabbing other people's bags?
No, I wasn't. But I went down to Windsor because my cousin's over from Dubai, so we were doing a bit of sightseeing on the weekends. And I said, we'll go to Windsor. And you know what? I just really immersed myself into being a tourist with him.
Well, no, Ked, you've picked the wrong weekend. You should have gone last weekend.
Why?
This is a Jubilee stuff.
Yeah, no, I wasn't here though. I wasn't here. He only just came as well. I mean, he's only just flown here this week. So
I mean, if you were my tour guide, you'd get a 0 star.
Yeah,
1 star. Sorry.
Well, Windsor's a good place. Windsor's a good place to go tourism.
You know what I really enjoyed doing? And it's like you said, you just have to embrace the NFG kind of attitude. Yeah. And we were stopping in the middle of the road, turning around, looking up, blocking the road, blocking the path, walking in the middle of the road.
Yeah, hang on, Tommy, this sounds like the people that were on your train. Was Kedge part of that party?
Absolutely.
I was proud of it.
I loved it because I just thought, I don't care.
Proud of it.
I know, because I just thought, you might as well, if you're going to be a tourist, embrace it. It's no point, because normally I'm like, guys,
you're not a tourist. You're not a tourist.
No. But because what I do, it stresses me out when I go with people who are not from England. Because I go, guys, you've got to stay on the left. Guys, you've got to stay on the right. Oh, guys, can we not stop here, please? Oh, can we move a bit faster? I do that. And then no one enjoys it. No one enjoys it.
But you should be doing that because this is your land.
Well, no, and that's why for the first time I thought, sod it. I'm going to go and do bindas. I'm going to act like I'm a tourist and I don't care. And I did it all. And we didn't know where the ice cream queue was for the shop, and we kind of pushed in a little bit. We did all of it. And I was like, yeah, result. And it took ages for the ice cream to be served because we changed our minds 6 times. Cone, do you want a cone? You want it in a bucket? And then, we did all the desi things, like in a what do you call it? Cup. And I did all of the desi things. And I thought, you know what? It's all right. It's okay. Just whatever.
It's not. You're letting go. You just let your standards slip there.
But I just wanted to experience it. I wanted to experience just standing in the middle of the road with the flow of traffic of people walking and just blocking everyone. I wanted to see what it was like.
You shouldn't be doing that because, as I said earlier, this is your territory. You should be putting down the rules for the people that you're with. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, but so if I'd done that, you guys would have been cussing me. But
this way, Tommy, remember when we did that stuff with the Borough Army? We were basically holiday reps at some places. Remember?
Yeah. That is what Borough Army stuff is. It's just repping. Yeah.
But we were managing the crew like pretty cool, weren't we?
Yeah, but in a nice way. Addressing them, keeping them all moving.
All I'm saying is it would have been fun if you sometimes you got to just join the herd.
Can I? Yeah, I get that. What I'm interested in knowing, Kedge, you said your cousin from India, yeah?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Did he try to hold your hand when you walked through the street?
No.
No, but they do that over there. They do that.
No, he's from Dubai, not from India.
Little Pinky.
Little Pinky.
The whole Pinkies.
No.
Where's he from?
From Dubai.
Oh, okay.
No, don't do that. Yeah.
No, he's cool. They're cool. They're too cool for school, mate.
Yeah, my cousin had to take his cousin from his dad's side, we're not related to him, from India around, and he wanted to hold hands walking down Oxford Street.
Oh yeah, that's different. I would have been skipping down Windsor Way.
He actually, by his cousin of his, started looking at the clothes that were on a man's arm because he thought the man stood in the queue was a mannequin. He started going, like a man's queuing up for to pay for it.
Yeah, you got to touch.
He started going through it, and when the man looked round, he jumped out of his skin because he goes, "Whoa, what's going on?" He goes,
what are you doing?
Yeah.
So we're talking about all these humans that have annoyed everybody, and I was one of them that was annoying people in Windsor. So I'm sorry if I did block your way of right on the pavement, but hey, who cares? I was a tourist. But have you heard this story where all of a sudden, and this is incredible story, but like there's always been loads of talk of robots and artificial intelligence and them having their own brains and all of this kind of stuff. And maybe, when they do have their own brains, they won't be blocking people's ways and they'll know that they have to stand on the right-hand side of the escalator. But this is worrying because we've got one step closer. And, we are champions of technology and sort of the futuristic sort of developments that happen in this world. And I've got to tell you about, and I don't know if you've come across this, but it's about this Google engineer who was suspended from the company because he claimed that their artificial intelligence actually started to feel things. It gained consciousness.
Oh. So what? So hold on. So he works at Google. He makes these AI robot things.
Yeah.
Or works with them, and then he tells Google, he goes, "Hey bosses, something's going wrong here because this is starting to develop feelings."
This sounds a bit like iRobot.
Yeah. Well, this is like weeks away from Westworld. This is the story that's coming out, and that's what Westworld is about. But he basically said, so his name is Blake Lemoine, and he's been speaking to the American press, and it says that he goes, if I didn't exactly know what it was, which is this computer program we built recently, I would think, check this out, it's a 7 or 8 year old kid that happens to know physics.
Oh man.
Can you imagine? Like, that's a little bit worrying.
You know what?
And
I can imagine.
He was testing this AI to see whether it was using discriminatory or hate speech when it was talking about rights and personhood. Like, this is so deep. This is so deep. It's ridiculous. Like, this is actually happening.
Yeah.
And then you know what Google have done?
Go on.
Google have gone, mate, are you sure you're all right? Like, I think you need to be checked out. You need to go and speak to a few, psychiatrists and everything like that. And they've just put him on gardening leave.
Now, I'm not saying it's the same thing, right? But like way back in the day, let's even say go back 100 years, right, to the 1920s. Then, men, women didn't acknowledge their feelings. It was just about getting on with it, work, survival. Now we're acknowledging feelings and how we are and how we're feeling in different situations. We're getting more sensitive to animals and how animals are now and animal treatment, right? Who's to say robots aren't next in the kind of,
robots can't have feelings unless we program it.
Okay, but then I can imagine a world not too far away to say, who are you to determine what has feelings and what doesn't?
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I see that coming.
I can see that coming. Yeah, I can see that coming. Because we just because you can't relate, then that effectively that's your ignorance. That could be your ignorance towards what you're calling an object.
Well, no, it's not even that. I just think people are, like they're standing up for things that don't even concern them. It's going to be the same with robots.
But also,
of course they do.
Yeah, but people back in the day who were deemed racist really thought that people of color were inferior to them, right? And now we're effectively saying the same thing. Yeah, robots aren't like us. They're not real. They don't deserve our feet. No, you're right. Saj. But that's exactly what a Ku Klux Klan member would say.
Am I robotist?
Robotist is the word. And so, I mean, I don't know. It excites me in a way because it feels like Google of like, oh, whoops, this wasn't supposed to come out. Now it's out. Let's just quickly swipe it under the carpet. And they're kind of denying it. I think we should be kept abreast of this development because I think this is big. This is big because there can be advantages to this. If there's emotions, imagine having a robot. Like I'm guessing like the first few prototypes of this thing maybe is in like, let's say Siri or something, right? Your Google Home product or whatever it is. And it's just like, say if you're ill and it just sits in there and chats to you going, I know you got hay fever, but maybe if you do this breathing exercise, it will help you just relax a little bit. And it would be just so nice because
why does it sound like Michael Jackson? That sounds creepy.
It does sound creepy.
That's creepy Michael Jackson.
Ked, are you sure you just don't need any friends?
No, I'm saying that wouldn't it be cool to have some robot friends?
No, but it's even cooler to have some friends.
Well, I don't know what it's like anymore, so therefore maybe this is the way forward for me.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Okay, you can program your robot friends to have a hay fever or a cold with you, so you can all go, oh,
exactly,
we're all sick together.
Please activate the cold mode and let's both be miserable together for the next.
Yeah, I just think, as I said, I mean, with this whole sort of metaverse malarkey that we talk about week in, week out, I'm not interested. I don't care.
Oh, and famous words you're going to regret.
No, I don't think it is. And it's just like, what's the need to be that advanced? Just carry on.
That's too late. You should have said that in 1980, mate.
No. There's always a need. There's always going to be a need for advancements. There's always going to be a need for technology.
Well, and actually, need for that to happen, is it?
I ain't going to lie. I get the metaverse. I love the metaverse. I think it's great. You should be able to escape and do this thing in this digital space. However, what they're saying the future really holds is we're all going to live in little incubators and live our life through the metaverse. And we'll all be sitting there in a box asleep, 2 foot by 2 foot room because we don't need anything else because we've got the metaverse to kind of look at. That's what I'm thinking. That's not right.
Well, it's fun in games, but I just thought it was a little bit dodgy from Google and the way they reacted to it. It's not the way you would react, which is, I mean, it's something that we want to talk about next because is this the way you would react if your child was having a birthday?
What do you mean? What's going on? What's the story?
So the story this week was about a kid who was having a third birthday And I thought, okay, that's pretty cool. Like third birthday. Sometimes, you always kind of skip those sort of birthdays. You go for like the first or the fifth, and then you go on to like the double figures. And
what do you mean you skip a third?
Well, it's just like you don't. No, it's like you don't really do massive things, isn't it? It's like you just pick the big dates.
I did.
No.
What? Every year?
Yeah.
Oh, but
I honestly, I never. That was.
How many birthdays did you have?
Probably about 2.
I love the fact that
which one?
Satch's mum and dad go, what do you reckon? Should we do this? Should we do it this year? Nah.
I just
leave it. Leave it for a bit.
So anyway, look, check the story out. So the story was about a kid's third birthday.
Hold on a minute.
And the mum. We'll come back. No, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that.
I love the fact your parents skipped your birthdays.
No, it's not skip my birthday, but I just don't think you need to do like a party every year, do you? Like, do something to celebrate.
Kids, you do.
I don't know about that.
This is going deep now. So what did your parents tell you that was happening when it was your birthday?
No, we'd cut a cake and stuff at home, and I'd have like, I don't know, like the neighbours over and stuff like that. But we never had a party. Like the neighbours got kids and stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a party.
There's a lot of explanation that's gone in here. This is explaining a lot about you.
I just don't get it. I don't see the fuss.
You know what? Come on, let's piece this together in a psychological style and fashion, right? This is why Satch don't get excited about anything. This is why nothing really phases him.
Agreed.
He's been hardened. He's been hardened all his life.
I do, but it's just I don't know. It's just not. Whereas on the flip side, my brother's my older brother. He's had a party for everything.
Damn right. That's why he's normal.
You're aware of it.
So Satch, what? Hold on.
Satch's film.
Satch's film is
Gubby Gum.
He's just. It's always.
I just don't
what
see.
What birthday parties do you remember? What age? What number birthday?
I think I remember like my 5th.
Okay, where was that? What happened?
MacD's. We had a MacD's party.
That's pretty bougie though.
Yeah, but it was a drive-through party. Doesn't count.
No, it's one of them ones where you go in and then like you play all these games and stuff with like
the stalls, the mushroom stalls.
Yeah, and then they take you like to see how the burgers and stuff are made. Everyone's had a Mac party.
No way.
No.
Of course they do.
No, they didn't.
They did in them days.
No, your mum and dad tricked you. You were in Saucony's and they showed you how to make pizza. There is no way they took.
It was at MacD's.
No.
It was at MacD's.
They tricked you, and you were doing a shift at McDonald's.
It's not a thing. It is a thing. How to make nothing.
Yeah, you could. They take you around the whole of the place, like around the back and stuff, and show you how it's made. Yeah,
I've never heard of that, Tommy. I've never heard of that.
Have neither of you had a MacD's party?
No, not yet. Back in the day, one of my cousins did, and Ronald McDonald came out, and there was colouring in and balloons.
Yeah.
But no one took us back. No man took us round the back of McDonald's and showed us.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like that.
Was Michael Jackson there?
There was no need for that.
R. Kelly.
There was no need for that. It was actually pretty cool. I never forget it. It was really good.
So you remember your 5th, and then what was the next one?
I don't think I remember having a party after that.
Yeah, you blocked it out.
That was it.
I think we need to have a children's party.
No, we always did something, but it was never a party. I wasn't really the party kind of person. I still don't think I am.
But didn't you have like school friends that you had to invite because little Satchy Poos was going to everyone's house for their party?
Not really. Like I just I don't remember it.
That's funny. That is funny. Okay, so you've been deprived of your parties, and now someone's depriving their kid.
Weren't deprived of we celebrate my birthday every year. I just didn't have a party. I don't think it was me. But I do think that is a bit libby that my brother got every single party.
Yeah.
That's out.
I did as well.
Yeah, because you're the older sibling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I asked your brother, it'd probably be like the same. Like, I didn't get anything.
Maybe. Yeah. I got the better cakes. I know that. I got the better cakes.
Well, there you go. Yeah. See what I mean?
I had an entertainer. Anyway.
Back to this third birthday. Basically, the mum has come out and said, the parent of the child has said, you're all invited to the party, but I don't want everyone to bring gifts because then the kid will just feel like, it's like you expect it every year, like parties, presents and stuff like that. And I thought, okay, I see what she's trying to do there. It's not a bad thing, but she got slated online for saying you're not allowed to bring. Well, she didn't really say you're not allowed. She goes, I prefer it if you didn't bring any gifts for the birthday party.
That's a bit harsh.
Wow. Okay, but for what is this like? Oh, is that like there's the no boxed gifts? Like,
no, I think it's just more because she's just like, look, I want the kids to sort of, know the value of like stuff like, then it takes the fun out of Christmas and stuff like that. If they keep getting gifts.
Sorry, okay. Just to clarify, first of all, she's not saying give us cash instead.
No,
right.
She's still saying come round for a party and stuff, like have a party. Yeah. It's quite fun and stuff, but just don't bring a gift.
Her 3-year-old's there. She's got 20 odd mates coming over, but no presents. So really, she's saying to her guests, please just come. Your physical presence is all you need, not your presence.
I didn't really think that was a bad thing, really.
No, I think you're taking the fun out of the kids' party there, because the whole point of having those parties is that you are surrounded and serenaded with loads of presents at the end of the day. And I remember those the moments I just couldn't wait till everyone went home, because then all of that table.
You sound happy. You sound like a loving child.
Mate, I couldn't wait.
Because that guy that just wanted you to come there, drop a present off and
go.
Because I just wanted to be sitting in the middle of all of that Santa's grottos, and just go, yeah, here we go. Yeah, Matt gave this. Yeah, James gave this. Well, yeah. And then my dad.
But then that says a lot about you, kids, because you're now that guy that whenever you see some sort of junk on Amazon, you buy it straight away. And I think that's come from
because I don't get that anymore. I'm not surrounded by presents anymore. So I've got to surround my own self with junk.
When you were a kid, you were just like, I want everything. Now you're the same.
Yeah. Well, no, but this was not that I want it and I was getting it. It was I just wanted to be surrounded by loads of presents, and that's why why else did you have parties? You didn't really care about the entertainer, did you?
Oh, what?
No, you did.
Yeah, no, you did. Yeah,
you put on a show.
Exactly, and being with your mates and stuff, your cousins.
Yeah, we'd play a little. But then I wanted to win.
Oh God, Kedge is that guy. I wouldn't have gone to his birthday party because I would have got into a fight with the birthday boy.
Yeah, taking all his presents and left.
Exactly.
And go, right, my parents skipped my birthday.
Exactly, I'd have robbed him.
Yeah, but I've got to say, there's a point to it, and I'm just thinking about. Like my kids at Christmas and at birthdays, they get given, a load of stuff. And particularly when other kids come over, you get like 10, 15, 20 presents. And they're all a bit, presents. No, they're not.
They're all a bit leave it.
Yeah,
they're all a bit leave it.
Yeah, but they're still decent. Some of them, like a good game. Some might be a bit educational. Some of the kids now might know Milo and Logan. They know, Logan likes this. So it's a present a bit like that. And the kids will say that. So,
or you kind of confer, don't you? Like they would have asked you, oh, yeah, Tommy, what shall we get them?
But I think the mum's got a point. When they're surrounded by a load of them, they might go, "Oh, Dad, put the batteries in this now." Oh yeah. And then an hour later, I'll just see it sitting on the side of the table, and it'll wind me up because I'm like, you don't appreciate it. You don't. Like I remember getting one toy, rinsing the hell out of it, looking after it, keeping it in my bedroom. All of that, keeping it pristine. They don't care. They.
You sound old. I used to love getting all 16 and looking after it and playing it throughout the course of the day. Scramble, and then it was Operation, and it was just all of the Ghost Castle.
Yeah, but Kedge, you were that boy that just played with yourself.
Yeah, true. That's what it is. You used to take the bone in and out of Operation all the time.
Yeah, exactly, by yourself. That's the worst part.
That's why I got a steady hand.
I don't know. I thought there was a good message in that, but the mum got slated, and I thought, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I would say her.
I think she's got a point.
I know you would. You'd be the first one online, Kedge, giving you 2 pence worth.
Yeah, but there is an amazing, like I say, adrenaline rush of excitement when that kid when he looks at the floor and there's like 30 presents all laid out, and it was Milo's birthday a little while ago, and friends all came over and all presents, and we're like, right, Milo, should we sit down and open them up? And Milo's like just turned 10. And he just went through it. He was like, like opening stuff. And now his friends kind of know him. So it's kind of the stuff that he kind of wants. So it's kind of there is a rush to that. But I think the mum's got a point. And I would actually take a moment to salute her right now and go,
agree.
Well done. It's a tough
decision. Well done to that mum.
All right. Well, are we saluting anything else that you guys have seen on the telly? Because my God, have I gone through a lot of watchable content this weekend, and I can't wait to tell you about it all.
On telly, on Netflix, on streaming?
Everywhere. I have seen. So firstly, I finally started the Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney series. Right? It's on Disney. It's a series.
Okay, what else have you seen?
Can I just say it's brilliant?
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
You just say.
Carry on.
You have 2 out of 3 people here who really don't care. So
I know you don't care, but there will be other Star Wars fans. There will be other Star Wars fans who are umming and ahhing about Disney, and it's worth the subscription.
They're not interested. They're not interested.
Also, I finished Ozark. We haven't spoken about that.
No, I haven't finished it yet. That's why I don't.
No. There you go. So you can't speak about that either, kid.
I can't tell you about the end when.
No, you can't tell me about the end when. Right, but I've got 2-3 episodes left, and I need to commit to that. But I've just not been here. But that's good. So Ozark, this is, you know what? Genuinely, this is what I really love about the podcast. You remind me of things that I've started. I go, oh yeah, why did I stop watching that?
Off? Yeah.
And also things I've got to look forward to watching. So go on, what else you got?
And then the 2 blockbuster films. I saw the new Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah, Oblivion, Dominion. Yeah,
Dominion Republic, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think I'd be sad if Jurassic Park wasn't brilliant, because it has to be.
The thing is, it's had a lot of negative press.
Oh, has it?
Yeah. But again, you got to remember, the people who are writing for this press are very young. They don't know about the Jurassic Park trilogy.
Don't know that.
No, I do, and they're just being critical for the sake of being critical. It's dinosaurs. It's Jurassic Park. What do you want? You're not going to get a deep script and a thoughtful really.
No.
It's action.
I want to see T-Rex biting people. That's
exactly.
What I want to see.
That's what I want to see. Did it make me jump? Yes, a couple of times. That's it.
Exactly.
And it's the sound, because obviously it's got so much better. So it's like boom, boom, and it's really loud. You go to a proper cinema, it's brilliant. So that is worth a watch if you're a Jurassic Park fan.
That
was me.
By the time this podcast comes out, I would have seen Elvis in the cinema.
Oh, that looks good.
Oh, hello.
And I know other people that have seen the preview screenings of it, and they've gone, it's flipping amazing.
Yeah.
It's Baz Luhrmann who did Moulin Rouge. He's directed it, and it's, I don't know who the guy who plays it, but it's got Tom Hanks in it as well, and it's supposed to be incredible.
Have either of you seen Top Gun yet? Because that's your sort of era.
That's supposed to be amazing as well.
You know what? I've never seen the original Top Gun, so I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not interested either.
Yeah, but you're aware of it, and
I'm aware of it, but
I wasn't aware of it.
But the other film I saw, which is called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, have you heard of that?
Oh, I have heard of that. What's that about?
With Nicolas Cage.
A comedy.
Nicolas Cage is wicked.
I heard. Yeah, that. Oh, by the way, it's that and that other film that you mentioned. So, what's that one called? Unbearable.
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
And it's kind of, it's a bit, it's about Nicolas Cage as Nicolas Cage, right?
Yeah. But I don't want to say too much because it'll ruin it. But it's brilliant.
So it made me think of like AK versus AK, like is
a little bit like that.
Where you kind of like, oh, is it a story? Is it real?
Story within a story within a story within a story.
And what was that other film you said? The random effects of everything at once.
No, everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah, that's good. Is that good?
God. That's going to be winning. That's going to be winning awards, I reckon. It's so brilliant.
Right. Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's a bit of viewing for me now because I've got to go to Bristol on the train. Actually, I can't watch it. I can't stream that yet. But I'll
and also I've got to mention it was 40 years of E.T. The Weekend Gone.
Yes, I know that. So yeah, E.T. came out in 1982. Yeah, so 40 years of.
Very quick question: did E.T. ever phone home?
Well, he tried to with his finger.
No, yeah, it was more.
E.T.
He was trying to connect to Bluetooth. It was more like that. It was more like a.
He had a finger which was like an aerial on a Nokia 6210.
And was it phone home or go home? What was it?
Oh.
No, that was the different film.
Oh, okay.
That they're picturizing on Boris Johnson and Rwanda.
E.T. Go Home was a Priti Patel scripted version.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
E.T. Phone Home was, and let's sort you out.
That's another film that I ain't seen. E.T. I can't remember.
Really sad. You know what?
I've not seen it.
While we're talking about E.T., and no one will ever mention this, so I think I'm going to mention it now. Do you remember the E.T. biscuits, Tommy? They were like the original
white in a white packet.
E.T. biscuits.
They were. I can't remember the pack. I would have thought it's black packaging. But they're the original Oreo type biscuits, and the filling inside was like luminous green or luminous orange.
That sounds disgusting already.
They were brilliant. I don't think anyone's going to remember it. Oh my god, that's it.
What are they?
It looks a bit like a penguin sort of bar.
Yeah.
But it's blue and red and silver, and it had the finger touching, the Elliot finger and E.T. finger.
Yeah. Oh, they were brilliant.
Oh
No,
man, yeah,
pass.
you're right. You're right.
Speaking of ET in 40 years, it's been 25 years since Cars came out. How old does that make you feel?
Oh my god, yeah, but because see, Cars is like my kids' generation. E.T. I remember.
Cars is a great film.
Nah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not E.T. though, bruv. You got to
Yes.
remember, but not because even E.T. was oh my god that amazing. It's because at that time there wasn't that much competition to it. It wasn't like Cars is coming out when there's loads of Disney
I get
stuff.
that. I mean, you lot only had 3 channels then anyway, so anything was going to go straight at the top. Could have released
and
anything.
it was aliens, and it was the bicycle flying, and it was like Steven Spielberg, master of the genre, and it was brilliant at the time, wasn't it?
Good. So speaking of something that I saw this.
Hold on, can I share one fact about E.T.?
Go on.
What was E.T.'s proper name? Do you know this one?
What? So not what ET stands for, but his actual name.
E.T. had a name, and this is that little bit of trivia that just went around. Basically, huh?
Batuk Bhai.
Batuk Bhai? No, it wasn't Batuk Bhai. Tell you why the name came about is, if you notice, E.T. super successful. I think they made it on about $10 million, and it went on to make about $800 million.
Yeah.
So why didn't they do a sequel? Well, they tried. They tried to do the sequel, and in the sequel, Spielberg names E.T. as Zrek. Z-R-E-K.
Oh, that's an awful name.
Zrek.
But
He doesn't look like a Zrek, does he?
No, Zrek. Maybe Zrek, like Tarek, like that kind of Zrek. Zrek. And the woman who did the voice for E.T. was just discovered in a
woman. I didn't even know that.
Nah, yeah, it was a woman who going E.T. Von Hum. So she actually had a raspy voice. She used to smoke 2 packets of fags a day.
Wow.
They heard this woman talking in a camera shop. One of the people working on it went, say that again. Yeah, the lenses are over there. Whatever she said in the camera shop, and they went, brilliant. Sign her up.
Sounded like Marge Simpson. That.
Yeah. Hey, homie.
So speaking of something that I've been watching, well, I finished it this week, and it was it's an Indian series on Amazon Prime.
Oh, here we go.
Called Inside Edge.
Oh, the cricket one.
I've got to say, it's really good.
What's it? Who does it follow?
So it's basically about they make a scenario up that they're playing in the IPL. It's all based on the IPL and how they sort of match fix. There's 3 seasons. I remember seeing 1 and 2 quite a while ago, and the 3rd season maybe came out earlier this year or like at the end of 2001. Vivek Oberoi.
You watched all of this?
It's amazing. I think you'd like it.
I
honestly think both of you would like it because the last season was really good.
It's all about match fixing and stuff.
It's all about match fixing. Yeah. It's brilliant. And because you're a cricket fan, Tommy, I think you'll appreciate it as well. Kedge will definitely like it.
Oh,
done. I'm in.
One for the list.
Inside Edge. What's it on?
What's it on? Amazon Prime Video. And the other thing that I didn't watch this week, but I listened to, was the brand new Mo Gilligan book, which is called That Moment When. And I liked it because it's kind of relatable in a sense of like, now he's got to a point where he's just having a laugh with his mates. And I thought of that, like when we sort of do the podcast, when we're working together at radio, like him and Big Nasty on the Big Nasty show and all the sort of backstage stories. I'm just like, we used to have
shenanigans.
We used to have the same sort of jokes that those guys do.
Yeah.
And it really made me like sort of reminisce about those days. But it was a really good book, and it was all about how he became, so successful from nothing. And he's from South London as well, so it's proper relatable for me.
Wicked.
We didn't celebrate any birthdays.
No, you probably didn't either.
South London, the hard life.
Isn't it? God, there's nothing wrong with that.
Mate, you got to earn your birthday party.
Right. What have you learned? What have you learned this week?
Things we learned. Satch, who's going first? Tommy?
Yeah, I don't mind going first. Shall I go first?
Go on.
The thing I learnt was about crocodiles. They don't actually die of old age.
Ooh.
The crocodile never dies because of their age. They only die by either starvation or a disease.
Really?
That's incredible, isn't it?
We need to get...
Hold on. If they don't get sick and they get fed,
they're there forever. Yeah, that's it. Well, I mean, crocodiles are one of the oldest animals on the planet anyway, aren't they? Yeah, they've been around since the dinosaurs sort of time, right? So that kind of makes sense.
Wow.
Yeah. Man, okay, wicked like that. Crocodiles, they don't die
of old age, basically.
They don't ever die of old age. So you don't get Buddha crocodiles.
No, they're Buddhas, but
they get Buddhas.
They don't die of it. Yeah, you don't die of old age.
See, that's mad. See, now what I'm thinking is, you got to bottle that gene. You got to work out what that is.
Yeah.
But technically, you could say that humans don't die of old age.
Well, yes,
I think they do because things stop working, isn't it?
Yeah, and people die of natural causes.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you're going to say like, oh, if their heart just stops, then that's not old age. That's their heart stopping.
Yeah. Whereas a crocodile, it'll only die of starvation or a disease.
Yeah, but humans only die of diseases as well.
No, they don't.
Okay, well, we'll have to. We'll just agree to disagree on this one.
So you don't believe my fact? Okay, cool.
No, I'm just exploring all the different possibilities.
You do that, David Kedgenborough.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go next because of the ET stuff. I was just doing a bit more research about ET and looking into because I remember getting the toys. I remember getting the toy with the finger that lit up, and it was.
Did you get the toy with the string and it's jitter, and then you'd pull it, and then it would go ED for home.
Yeah, I think it was that, and then it would light up.
His stomach would light up.
Bro, can I say something weird? I can still remember the smell of the plastic of that ET body.
They made it.
And so that's got such strong nostalgia for me. So let me, if I can, since we are celebrating ET, there's so many wicked facts about ET, by the way. When you look online, there's so many things. The guy from Kasabian, the front man from Kasabian, he owns one of the bicycles, right?
Wow.
He bought it, right? I thought that was a cool little one.
No, that's a bit rubbish.
The guy who made King Kong and Alien also did ET. His name's Carlo Rambaldi. I thought that was quite cool. The same guy that did King Kong brought King. Imagine you go, what did you do in your life? I brought ET to life and I brought King Kong to life.
That's epic.
That is epic, right? But the one I'm going to go with is Drew Barrymore, right? Because Drew Barrymore, as you know, was in ET.
I didn't know that.
She's the kid.
I did not know that.
She's the sister of Elliot, right? The little one who nearly gives it away. Remember? She dresses him up and all that scene. Yeah. Anyway, so Drew Barrymore, she was in Poltergeist, right? And she didn't get the main part of Poltergeist because she was too young. But Spielberg saw him that and went, I'll tell you what, I got this for her. Stuck her in E.T. And then as she grew older, obviously the money that she got from being in E.T. and Poltergeist, her dad or her uncle went and bought the rights to Charlie's Angels. He bought them. So she was sat on it for all those years. And that's why the Charlie's Angels movies, she's in. She made some serious coinage, by the way, out of that because she owned the Charlie's Angel franchise. But in a scene in Charlie's Angels, they reuse the house that they use for E.T. And there's a split second where you see an E.T. poster in the background in Charlie's Angels. So It's a little bit of a fact, a little bit of trivia. I love stuff like that.
Love it.
It's funny you mentioned Charlie's Angels. The other day I was watching MTV. I don't know what I put it on. The video that was on was Independent Women by Destiny's Child. And I forgot that was a song from the film.
Yeah, it was.
It's a tune still.
I watched that film in Paris. On the Champs-Élysées.
Never seen it.
Fact there.
How do you say independent women in French?
La femme indépendante.
He made that.
It is like he swore in Punjabi. La femme indépendante.
So my hack or my sort of fact that I've learned is for all the women who listen to the podcast, because you know what? I thought summer's just here, or we're in the middle of the heat wave. The Spanish plume is upon our heads at the moment, with probably the hottest Friday since records began going to be happening. When you listen to this podcast, it'll be tomorrow. But for today, if the ladies, and actually men as well, because I know that there's a few men, especially somebody on this podcast, who likes to wear shoes without any socks.
Nothing wrong with that.
If you do sort of roll out in that manner, and sometimes you get that little sort of bit of heel chafing as well in the back, and you sometimes get a lot of women wearing plasters and all of this, and it's just you get blisters and it looks painful, and you don't want all of that happening in the summer. The hack for that, which has been revealed by a lady called Rachel Klinkard, has said that all you need is a bit of roll-on deodorant. And what you do is you just roll it onto the back of your heel before you put the shoe on, and that will prevent all of that nastiness happening to the back of your heel. So you don't need those plasters. You just need a bit of extra roll-on deodorant. There we go.
You know what?
Go on, Tommy, give it a go.
No, I tell you what I'm thinking is, like, you know, of all the things that we kind of go around and we soak up and we learn, Ked just saw that one and thought, that's the one for me.
I'm bringing it to the table.
That's what I want the ladies to know. No more blasted on the back of your ankle, ladies.
No, because that ruins it ruins the vibe.
Yeah. No more covering up your Achilles.
Vibe.
Yeah.
No, it's not a vibe, is it? It's just not a vibe.
So well done. And you obviously felt a connection with that. But yet you don't see, you're so giving of you. You wear socks yourself all the time.
Oh,
so
yeah, I don't roll in that way.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Where is your chafage? Where do you get it the most?
Well, I'm expecting a lot of it to happen soon when I start running long distances.
Of course.
Where, on your heels?
No. Probably, I reckon, on the old nipple area.
Right, okay.
What are you going to try? I think you should try like
Tassels.
deodorant.
Oh.
And they say Vaseline, but then because we're desi, I think you should just put a bit of ghee on there and you kind of go, guess what? The ghee works.
I might go 2-in-1, go Vicks, and at least then it'll help me breathe as well. And it just fires it up a little bit.
No, the Vicks will be like ugh. That'd be like
that's what I mean. It just fires up a little bit.
Yeah, but when they get sore, it's supposed to turn you on. When they get a bit sore and you're running, and then and the skin starts to crack and break a bit around your areola, and then you've got Vicks dipping into those cracks. That's gonna kill.
Is it not a good idea?
No.
Yeah. Don't put Vicks in your crack.
No.
Cracks.
Yeah. I might give it a go and see how. I'll give you the results next week.
Okay, look forward. How long till marathon?
Oh, not until October. So I've done a couple of weeks of training. So
what does your training consist of?
It's at the moment it's about 4 runs a week. So you get 2 small ones, 1 medium one, and 1 long one at the moment.
How long's the long one at the moment?
The long one on Sunday I did was 50 minutes.
50 minutes.
Yeah. How far is that?
Far is that?
So I run 5 miles in it.
Okay.
I'll be honest. You got a long way to go, bruv.
Don't even start.
5. I mean, I thought you'd bang out 5 miles anyway.
Oh no! I've done more. It's just I'm now following the program. I'm following the Chris Evans How to Run a Marathon book. Gotcha. So I'm following that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I hope it picks up a bit because.
Tommy, are you still going to watch him when he's running?
100%, bro. I'm going to throw stuff at him. Yeah.
Love it. Yeah. Oh, by the way, did you say you're doing the London Half Marathon, Satch?
No.
What did you say that you registered for?
Oh yes, the night walk thing for cancer.
Oh, it's a night walk. Oh, okay,
yeah.
I thought it was the London Half.
It's a half marathon.
Right.
Yeah.
When is that again?
That's in September, end of September.
I'll come for a trot with you. That'll be all right.
Come.
Yeah.
Starts at 9 o'clock.
At night, and you walk through the night.
Yeah.
Lovely. We'll have to do gobshop all the way.
Exactly. That'd be brilliant.
Yeah. I might save the Mo Gilligan book until then and just listen to it all the way. Around goes, result. Perfect. Brilliant. Hey, nice one, guys. Thank you. Oh, by the way, we have got these 3 presents from Hina and Varsha.
Oh,
They're sitting at my house. I want to mention them now. So thank you, Hina. Thank you, Varsha. If you want, we can open them right now and I can open them on your behalf.
No, let's do it in person.
No, we're going to do it in person. Okay, fine. So
I don't know when that's going to happen, but...
Well, what's happening next week?
I don't know. Kedge, what's happening next week?
I don't know yet. I'll have to speak to my secretary and get back to you.
Yeah. So while we're talking about the week after, I'm not here. I'm just putting it out there.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Right.
It'll have to be online.
We'll be in some way, shape, or form. The podcast will be out. Here. But there you go. Yes. I'm glad we got that clarified. Nice one. And to anybody who's going to be in Leicester this weekend, I'll see you at Sean's concert at the De Montfort Hall. Boys, have a great weekend. Catch you later.
Laters.